What's up, my boys? Welcome back to the build! Shout out to me. Actually, shout out to the newest members who joined the channel. We got Chris Finney, welcome boy, and Charlie McMillan. Let's jump right into it, boys. I got some Tiggy gloves. They even say Pro Tiggy on them, but they're Amazon specials, so they're probably not that great, but I paid 50 bucks for them. And look how tight they fit. That's gonna be a lot easier to use. I also got my second fuel filter bag so we can start on the fuel tank as well. Once again, I'm sorry for the heater noise. Pretty cold in here. I want to get the fender up in place so we can figure out where our exhaust is going to go. But I got to see how much I got to cut out of it. It's going to be quite a bit actually. Ooh, that stuff is pretty good. Pretty strong. And I was at Kent earlier today helping him work on his Mustang. And I left my grinder over there, so I can't really grind that away. I'm going to have to get interesting with the cutty. Oh yeah, that was a good one. I'm gonna just give the tin snips a go. Yeah, they work better. I'm putting on gloves. I don't get dirty. Sometimes you just gotta be a princess and wear gloves. Sometimes you just don't want to get dirty. Boom. Kind of look like a vagina. We've kind of cut it out here. I don't think we're going to be able to go down this way, straight down, because I think the wheel is going to hit it, actually. I don't have the lower control arm on, so I can't put the wheel on to figure out, but it'd be really close if I put it right here. I think the wheel would hit it. So, the other option is going to be to go either this way and down through the front, or up through the hood, but then it's not a really good daily driver. Or through here, but through here and straight up through here, because that'll work too if we do a really tight radius bend here and then go up beside this wastegate. I don't know, but maybe I'll start on the intercooler piping because that has to be done too, and then I can put the whole front clip on and see where in the bumper and shit everything goes. That's a pretty good idea. Here's our old intercooler piping. That's not going to work anymore, so let's unbolt that. Just jerking it. Looks like we just need an aluminum 90. Do we have anything 90? Where do my aluminum pipe bends go? This is going to be our only 90 that we have. So which radius do we want? I think this short one right here. Actually, before we get too far, let's tighten this turbo up so it doesn't move on us. I'm gonna get the piece that goes in the front here. I wanna see if that's gonna fit on here. Actually, while we're at it, I'm gonna throw this other fender on too, probably. So I wanna put this piece on to see where we're sitting with all of this. We're also gonna put the bumper on too, just to check for clearance. Check for clearance. Yo, Clarence, where you at? Now we gotta cut the bottom of this bumper. Oh yeah, the whole bottom tray of the bumper is hitting the intercooler. Just this part under here, yeah, it's hitting the intercooler there, so we're gonna have to cut that piece out. Because our intercooler, not cool enough. So that's a job when I get the grinder, but this tray on the bottom here, it's gonna be cut like all around here. I'll leave a little bit of a lip to keep some strength into it, but probably cut it to here, where this one ends. But that's what's hitting on the intercooler right now, right down here. So we're gonna cut this pipe mid-bend. It's gonna be a little bit too much, so I'm gonna have to recut it again at a different angle, but I can't even get it up for fitment because it's too big. So we'll cut it right in the middle, then we'll save this 90 and destroy this one. I need my safety glasses. We also gotta take this thing off because it's in the way. Marker. I spent a long time looking for things. Also, I really appreciate all the welding tips and trick comments you guys leave in the comment section. I actually take note of a lot of them, and I'll put them into practice when it comes time. The biggest one was don't put my fan at the gas because it's gonna push it away. Stupid ass Kyle, I should have known that. But I don't want to get welding fumes in my eyeballs either, so it's like some give and take. Here's our 90-degree piece here. I can't remember if it goes this way or the other way. It probably goes the other way. camera should probably face the other way. Yep, goes like this. I'm just gonna leave this side here with the weld, or the bump on it here, and then we're just gonna give it a go, see if we can actually weld this on here. It'd be cool if we could. We're gonna clean it up real nice, and then we have to put a bead on the end there too. I just wiped it down with acetone a little bit here. We're gonna get a few tacks on it. We're gonna see where we can get with it. You guys told me I don't need to back purge aluminum, so that's an extra step we can save. But we'll just try and make sure it's real clean, because you can see that when you wipe it down with acetone, you do get a little bit of extra stuff off it that you didn't know was on there. And see if we can just join these up real quick. So we're at about 90 amps right here. Aluminum does take a lot more amps. Our material thickness is roughly 113 in some spots. Yeah, about 90 amps is, and then if it's too hot, I can slack off on the pedal a little bit. Sorry, my face was in the camera. Where are my new gloves at? They already feel better. Oh, hope it makes me a better welder. Can you tack weld aluminum without a filler rod? We're about to find out, I guess. And the answer to my own question would be no. So I finally got it to tack weld where I wanted it in place. Here's my first little bit of welding. This is at 73 amps. So if we could do that all the way around, I think we'd be pretty good. That's the tricky part though, I think. I'll let you guys watch again, I guess. Instagram, Supra_Williams, I'm posting it to Instagram first. So I mean, technically this is my first ever full aluminum butt joint that I completed. I practiced another one, but I didn't actually complete the whole thing, so I mean, here it is. I tried a couple different techniques midway through, which I probably shouldn't have done. So one, I was actually joining the two metals, and I was doing a little tiny back and forth motion to join the metals and dabbing it. And then after that, I was trying to just hop a little bit forward and run straight along. So when I moved back and forth, obviously my weld was a bit thicker, and then when I was just hopping along, it was a bit thinner. So I'm not sure which method is going to be better. Maybe you guys can give me a hand here, but here's the full thing. I had it mostly on 73 amps, and then afterwards I turned it up to 78, which seemed to work pretty well. Had no trouble getting the puddle started. It was only like a second to get it started, and then I just had to move fast. I couldn't weld long sections because it was a bit too much heat. And I have trouble focusing too much on what I'm doing to let up on the pedal. It's either like full throttle or right off, the same way I do drifting, apparently. But yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to put one on the end here, just so it doesn't blow off. And I'm out here right now. It's February 1st. It's a Friday. My Holly didn't come in. My converter didn't come in. So I'm doing everything I can to button up the last little pieces that I need before those parts come in. So the intercooler piping was one of the things on my to-do list. The next thing on the to-do list is get the fuel tank put together and up in place. And really, there's not much that left. Make a down pipe. I could start it with just an up pipe. It's fun, guys, it's fun. I'm about to show you a fail on my part. Yes, I show you the failures too, so we can all learn together. I started welding way too close to the edge and it started eating it away. So what I learned is I have to move in closer to the other side. And it's still a little tricky for me to figure out. It seems like I have to go a lot less on the heat and just go slow to get that big bulge that I want for the little end bead roll thing. So admittedly, I messed up one spot really bad here, right here. It looks like stupid, but this side's okay. So it'll still hold boost because the thing's still gonna go on to like here. So we'll run it like that. Learning experience it is. Oh, I can see the inside of my weld and some spots didn't penetrate as good as I hoped it did. Oh well, let's blow it up at 6 PSI. I mean, it fits okay. That's the biggest thing right meow. I could probably went a bit tighter angle right here, but then it probably wouldn't go on the turbo, so I might have to cut it and re-weld it. I might have put it at the wrong angle. Well, no, that looks super dumb. Look how far down it's sticking down. We might have some reworking to do, boys. It's not like we can go that much higher with the bumper. With the intercooler, I mean. Like we can only go up like an extra, unless we cut this out a bit right here and run this flush to that. I think we have some work to do here. That sucks. That wastes a lot of time. How did I not catch that earlier? That's a big mistake. So we've got it just sticking out a little bit past the bumper. If I take this off, this is what we had to do. This is how much off we were. This gap here. So I don't know how I'm gonna mount it to the thing now. Maybe I could weld some aluminum on the side here and connect to here, or maybe I can just put a piece from here to here. Hopefully it holds. This is my super simple solution to this. I had to raise it up like 2.5 inches, so I'm just literally using this piece of square tubing that I had. I'm building it like this on this side. I really didn't want to waste any more time. This took me like 5 minutes to come up with, maybe like 15 minutes to put to work, and now I'm just welding it up. We don't have any time to waste, so this is going to be our simple solution. It's going to be behind the bumper. You're not going to see it anyways. It should be strong enough. We're just going to roll with it. Now technically it should just bolt on here to test fit it. Yep. There. It's not shitty if it works. Shit. That's like 10 minutes worth of work. Before we go too much further, we might as well clean the floor. Ow. It's sharp though, I'll tell you that much. Ow. Probably just cut me through my pants. Don't even bother to look at the disaster what I had to do there, but now our awesome intercooler pipe doesn't fit anymore, so we have to redo that too. What a waste of a goddamn episode in a day. So it's got to be shorter and at a different angle. We'll take about 1 inch out of it. This is not how I wanted to spend today. I figured I had the intercooler system done, and now it just feels like a waste of a day. And you've seen all this already, and I just feel like I don't even want to post it because it's just a bunch of failures, and we've been through all of this already. So it's a tough day for me. It's kind of stressing me out a little bit. It is February 3rd. We have 11 days before we're supposed to have this done. We can still do it. I go back to work for 6 days tomorrow. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep plugging away at this, I guess. And that's all I can really do. Sorry, guys. Let me give it a go, just tacking it up on the car. Don't know how it's gonna work, but hopefully just rest the clamp on there. Oh yeah, probably should turn the gas on. Fuck's sake, Kyle. It worked. It all went well for the most part until we got to the part where it was contaminated, and I had to like re-grind it out and try and clean it out, and it still didn't come out the best, so. Ooh, but looking on the inside here, it looks like our penetration on this weld was a lot better than our first one, because when I would restart on this weld, I would actually backtrack a little bit, go back into my weld and pull it from that puddle, and then keep going. And then I wouldn't continue forward until I could see like the weld actually dip down into the hole, and then I would fill it, and then I would go. It should fit like a glove. It fits great. Look at it. As if the good news didn't stop rolling in, my heater's on, and it's not producing heat. And then come to think about it, there's no actual antifreeze in my coolant in my Supra, so that's frozen solid. I can only imagine what our block looks like. The best thing I can hope for is it pushes the freeze plugs out. The worst thing, we might have cracked a block maybe. I don't know. This is like 3 days after the last clip that I've taken. I was coming out here all motivated and I came out here and it's just freezing cold. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it's cold like this. But it's not good. And now, like, I was gonna come out here and make some progress because I wasn't satisfied with what I had filmed. We didn't make any progress on this LS in the last couple days, and I was coming out here to just continue the video. Even if I had to make it 30 minutes long, I would have continued it until we made some forward progress. But now I can't even stand out here because it's like, it's minus 30 degrees outside and there's legitimately no heat in this garage right now because that furnace is not working at all, so. It just feels like a disaster this week. This week is just, it's not working out for me. So I'm sorry that I have to give you guys this video, but not every week can be sunshines and rainbows. And then on top of all this, the Holly and the torque converter are still not here. It's all going to shit really fast. So I don't know what I did, but I made it work again. It's just really disappointing. It's gonna take like 4 hours for this garage to heat up. I've got to work 3 more night shifts, so I hate giving you guys this video. It's bullshit. And I know people just like vlog all day and post bullshit anyways, but I hate it. But here's our car. It has like a bumper on it now. I do have to do the cold side on that side. I don't know. What a bad day. Bad day. I'm scared for this Supra block. I don't see anything leaking out of the side of the block or anything. But the block might be cracked somewhere. We'll find out once it warms up in here and all that water remelts and see if it like is pouring down the side of the block, I guess. Peace easy, boys. I can't even say get that V because the garage got my butthole today.